there are some people that believe that a person could have a curse or
Yes.
over their life generations before them, potentially from maybe their great 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 uncle
Yes.
that was involved in witchcraft,
Yes.
makes a deal with the devil, and it's okay because the price will be paid for that child that he'll never know, that niece or nephew that he'll never know because it's generations later.
Yeah, so we do address bloodline altars that have been built generationally that we might not be aware of. And I will tell you why I believe that that is true. Because my husband is Hispanic, and his story is that he lived in Tijuana or somewhere around that area with his grandfather until he was about 6 or 7. And that his grandfather was involved with Mexican Mafia, and he did black magic. And his grandmother, she was like into brujería, which is like Mexican witchcraft, like, whatever. And so there are curses over that side of the family. And before I even knew or understood spiritual warfare in the way that I understand it now, I knew as soon as I met my husband's family that there was something dark over this family. There was a curse. I told him, I was like, there's something wrong. Like, and I didn't know about these other things until later, but my husband, when he experienced deliverance, so he had been sober for several years, but he would have this thing that would just come over him out of nowhere. This attitude would come. It was just, and it was always so divisive, and it would ruin holidays, or it would ruin different, even though he was sober, okay? Living for the Lord, going to church, serving on, whatever he could plug into. And so finally one day I told him, I was like, you go get deliverance, or I don't know what we're going to do, because I can't keep going around this merry-go-round. Like, I cannot do this anymore. When he went to deliverance, the generational witchcraft was broken off of his life. It happens differently for everybody, right? I don't think any two deliverances that I've ever been in are the same. But typically, especially when it's connected to witchcraft, they will start to heave and like try to throw up. And my husband, blood came out in that. And that is very indicative of what witchcraft, generational witchcraft, or your own self, participation. So that's why I believe that that is so true.